Do you believe in evolution? Do you believe in evolution? Do you believe in Darwin's theory of evolution? Shoaib, आप एक डॉक्टर हैं. Do you believe in organic part? Do you believe in Darwin's theory?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I haven't come across any book which says fact of evolution. Every book says theory of evolution. And Charles Darwin, he writes in his book The Origin of Species, it states that Charles Darwin went on an island by the name of Galapagos on ship named HMS Beagle. There he found birds pecking at niches. Depending upon the ecological niches they pecked, their beaks kept on becoming long and short. He made these observations on 14 different species of birds. After making these observations, he writes in his book The Origin of Species, chapter number 6, Difficulties on Theory. He says that why, if species have descended from other species by insensibly fine gradations, do we not see everywhere innumerable transitional forms? Charles Darwin himself agreed that there were missing links. If species have evolved from other species, then there ought to be transitional forms like half fish, half reptile, etc. When we were at school, we used to say that if you were present at Darwin's time, then his theory would have been proven to be wrong, trying to insinuate that he looks like an ape. The reason that this theory in most parts of the world taught as good as fact, because in the past church was against science whenever it went against the Bible. So when Charles Darwin came up with the theory, the scientists, they did not want sufficient proof. An enemy of my enemy is my friend. Most of the scientists, they supported this theory because it went against the Bible, not it was because it was true. And we know incidents that when Galileo was put behind bars for 8 years till he died for saying certain statements in the field of astronomy against the Bible. And Pope John Paul II apologized for this in the end of 20th century, more than 350 years after Roman Catholic Church condemned Galileo. That means Vatican, they apologized and said that Galileo was right, and it was published on New York Times 31st October 1992. There is a list of more than 100 scientists and Nobel Prize winners who have spoken against Darwin's theory. Sir Albert Zent-Georgi, who got the Nobel Prize for inventing vitamin C, wrote the book The Crazy Ape against Darwin's theory. Similarly, Sir Fred Hoyle wrote the book The Coincidental Origin against Darwin's theory. Commenting on his book, he says that the chance that the higher life formed might have emerged in this way is comparable to a chance that a tornado sweeping through a junkyard might have assembled Boeing 747 from the materials therein. Similarly, Sir Frank Salisbury, an American plant physiologist, said that it is illogical to believe in Darwin's theory. In the field of molecular biology, according to Nancy Craig, she said that it is impossible and the probability of one DNA forming from an ape to human being is 0. Today, Darwin's theory is taught in the school. Why? Media is in their hands. Otherwise, there is no proof at all. There are certain proofs at lower level, like amobia can change to paramecia. But the Quran does not say that amobia cannot change to paramecia. The Quran is not against this. Those who believe in Darwin's theory are deluded by bigoted and short-sighted notions that a few atoms accidentally thrown together into a large vat could produce intellectuals like Galileo and Newton's, artists like Da Vinci and Picasso, as well as antelopes, lemon trees and carnations. Darwinism is thus arguably the most potent spell in history. Never before has dogma so ensnared people's power of reason, barred them from rational thinking, and compelled them to reject the truth which is clearly visible.